Still can't do a full pull-up? Actually, I just showed you the problem you might have. Wanna see it again? Still don't get it? Let's find out. I've seen this so many times. Someone complains they can't complete a full pull-up. And when I ask them to show me how they do it, the mistake becomes obvious right away. They try to perform the movement too slowly, too controlled. They pull themselves up like the goal is to reach the bar in slow motion. But the slowness is exactly what's holding them back. By the time they are halfway up, they are out of strength, they burn through the initial momentum, and then they hit a dead zone near the top. They don't get to the chest, sometimes not even to chin level. And then they look at how easily I do it and wonder why it looks so smooth. And I always tell them, watch closely how I do it. When I pull up, the concentric phase is explosive, much more powerful than what they're doing. It's strong, dynamic, but still controlled. I'm not yanking myself up, I'm just not wasting energy on slow, inefficient tempo. Even on the way down, I don't just drop, but I'm not fighting gravity either. It's dynamic, but stable. That's the key. A powerful pull on the way up and a controlled, but not overly slow descent. This is what most people get wrong. And interestingly, once they understand this and try it, it almost always works. So watch these videos carefully. Now that you know what to look for, you will notice the difference. You have to feel the right rhythm. And once you do, hitting multiple reps becomes way easier. The key is efficiency. And like anything else, that comes with practice. Your nervous system needs to learn how to activate the right amount of motor units to perform the movement efficiently and clearly. That takes time and a structured approach. Gymnasts are masters of this. They synchronize every movement to perfection, making their exercises not just effective, but visually powerful, almost artistic. And if you tried modifying your tempo and you're still not hitting a full chest-to-bar pull-up, then let me quickly break down what you need next. What to do if you want your pull-up to look like a gymnast with confident, controlled, nearly artistic movement. The key is building proper body awareness and technique. I've made detailed videos on each of these steps, so here I'll just walk you through them briefly. And at the end of the video, I will show you where to find the full breakdowns. To perform a perfect pull-up and execute it confidently and stably throughout the full range of motion, just like gymnasts do, the process can be broken into 3 key phases. First, building neuromuscular connections and mastering scapula control. Second, developing the most important foundational pulling exercise, the inverted row. And third, progressively building up the full pull-up. Let's break down quickly what each of these means. Building neuromuscular connections basically means modeling the end goal using ridiculously simple movements. That means taking something like a broomstick, a towel, or an elastic band, imagining it's a pull-up bar, and mimicking the pull-up motion either in standing or lying face down. You bring that object all the way to your chest. If you can do that, if you're able to touch the object to your chest, that means your mobility is in a good place. I mention this because it also serves as a test. If someone has serious shoulder mobility limitations and can't do this, they will discover it right away. That way, they don't waste time training inefficiently, they can start with corrective exercises instead. But if you can do it, it's worth strengthening the pattern in this face down position, since even this motion already activates the muscles and prepares your nervous system for the real movement. The next crucial neurological step at this stage is scapula control and stability. For pull-ups, you need a depressed and retracted scapular position, so your training should include the scapular retractions and scapular depressions while hanging, and then the so-called scapula pull, which combines both. In this movement, you're essentially mimicking the upper body portion of a pull-up, but without bending your arms. You will find dedicated videos on all of these exercises on the channel with detailed breakdowns and recommended reps. Once you've got this down, you're ready for the next phase. In the second phase, you need to master the inverted row because it's the most important prerequisite for pull-ups. Yes, that's right. You won't necessarily learn to do proper pull-ups just by doing pull-ups or using their progressions. This is the exercise that will really get you there. The inverted row works your upper body in a horizontal plane. With proper form, you'll be able to fully engage scapular depression and retraction, which are both essential for clean pull-ups. At the same time, it doesn't place nearly as much load on your upper body or your nervous system because your feet stay on the ground the entire time. That means you can learn and lock in proper technique at a low intensity while gradually building the strength you will need later. Most people who start with pull-ups right away are simply too weak to do them properly, which is exactly why you need the inverted row. This is where you build the correct scapular positioning, strengthen the neuromuscular connections, and develop foundational pulling strength step by step. You can progress by changing the body angle, starting from a 45-degree version and working up to elevated foot rows. If you can do 3 sets of 15 clean reps at the hardest level, you will almost automatically be able to perform full range of pull-ups with proper form. You will find a full tutorial on the inverted rows, keep on checklist, and tempo tests on the channel. Now, let's move on to the next phase. The final phase is, of course, building up the full pull-up. But here's the fun part. If you completed the first 2 phases precisely and consistently, you might barely need any pull-up specific progressions at all. You've already built the key foundations and your strength is likely at a level where, like I said earlier, you'll be able to do a few clean reps. But if you want to fully maximize your stability and build the kind of body awareness and control gymnasts are known for, you can use the following progression exercises. You can do leg-assisted pull-ups, band-assisted pull-ups, where you can adjust the intensity based on the band's resistance, do slow negatives with holds on the top, and lock in a solid chest-to-bar finish. If you use these progressions, it's basically guaranteed that you'll knock out 5-6 clean chest-to-bar pull-ups right off the bat. I've seen this happening with many of my students, including who are 2 meters tall and weigh over 100 kilos. If you want a full pull-up tutorial, keep on checklist and tempo test to make sure that you're doing everything correctly, you will find it on the channel or inside the Gymnastics Method app. To sum it all up, if you've been trying to master pull-ups for a while and still can't do them in the full range of motion, try what I mentioned at the start of the video. Use a more dynamic, controlled tempo. That alone might solve your problem instantly. But if not, follow the 3 phases, build neuromuscular connections and scapular control, focus heavily on inverted rows, then progressively build up your pull-ups. If you do that, your success is basically guaranteed. And if you feel like things just clicked for you after this video and want all of this knowledge organized and available anytime, anywhere, click the link in the description and join the Gymnastics Method Premium membership, where you will get access to all my guided programs, tutorials, daily workouts and much more. But if you want to take the fast lane and get programs tailored to your specific needs, apply to one-on-one coaching and reach your goals much faster. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and now check out my earlier videos on pull-ups on the end screen.